Hi, everyone. Welcome to Live Chat Tuesday, number 56. No guest today, but I want to welcome those watching on replay. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you're working on. I hope everyone is doing well. And if you are currently here with me, welcome. Hi, Brenda. How are you today? So I've just been working on my amigurumis. I have an order I have to do for my sister, and she wants 4 amigurumis done. And one's a dinosaur, which I've shown that before. It's a triceratop called Tanner, I think, the triceratop. And a unicorn. I'm working on the unicorn now. Doing well, stuffing a gnome nose. Aw, I bet it's going to be cute. Also, I have to make a mermaid and Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. So now the mermaid pattern, it calls for a 3mm and a 2mm hook, but I'm going to go up 2 sizes for each, or I'm going to use a 4mm and a 3mm probably. So, or a 4.5 and a 3.5, something like that, to make it a little bit bigger. So that's what I've been working on. I think I have one more front leg to do on the unicorn, the 2 back legs, and then sew it all together and then do the mane. Well, we're supposed to get some storms today. Luckily, it's not raining right now. It was going to start raining like at 8 o'clock this morning, but they pushed it back to 2, so I guess it's getting later. Hi, Cindy. Passamaquoddy, welcome in. How are you today? I am so sore from working in the garden yesterday. It's unbelievable. And what's funny, I was wearing a thin white shirt to try to stay cool. And I sweated so bad. And my back was facing the sun most of the time. I got sunburned through my shirt. That was crazy. I mean, it was really weird. But I woke up this morning and it wasn't as bad as it was last night. So it wasn't a very bad degree of sunburn, I mean. Yeah, it's calling for thunderstorms, but hopefully they are not too bad. And Cindy says, not too bad, working on pot holders. Awesome. You know, it's kind of neat. My mom is at one of our new neighbors' house, and she's teaching her how to crochet. I think that's cool, and she's learning really well. I mean, she's getting the hang of it quickly. So my mom has become a teacher of crochet. And then yesterday, as I was pulling the weeds, there was some dried roots, and I jabbed my hand right here with one of them. Oh my God. Really, really sore today. I am sore all over, though. Hey, Mike, welcome in. He says, way to go, Mom. Yeah. She gets very confused easily, but she was taking my lacy soap bar bag pattern, trying to teach her how to make a soap bar bag, and she got confused on my pattern. She goes, wait a minute, on row 6, this, and this, and I'm like, and she goes, I figured it out, never mind. Yeah, it is very nice of her. The lady is really, really sweet. And they love cats too, so I think that's kind of cool. Brenda says the nose is stuffed now, finishing the head and add the eyes. Aw. Well, I know you'll be posting a picture of it when it's finished, and I can't wait to see it. Yeah, way to go, Tammy. Woohoo! You know, and she says she don't like to crochet. She does it because, like, if she wants something, she makes it herself. She finds it too frustrating for her after the stroke, but I'm glad she has enough patience to teach somebody how to crochet. So I do have the unicorn head here, and it is pretty big. It was bigger than I thought it was going to be. I mean, look at, you know, how big it is compared to my head. It's going to be a big unicorn. And then the body is it's big as my head, but that's going to be a big unicorn. And then here's the leg, the first front leg. And I got the ears done. Now, this is for my youngest niece. I think she's 4 or 5. I can't really remember. And then these are the ears, but her favorite color is purple. And then the little horn. Now the mane, I was looking at the pattern. It's done a lot different than I thought it would be. But I'll try to see if I can get it done. I'm pretty sure I can, but it's just if I have enough yarn to do it in the same colors. That's the thing. Other than that, I don't know. So today's movie trivia is going to be Throw Mama from the Train. It's Danny DeVito and Billy Crystal. I'm not very good. I mean, I don't really care for Danny DeVito, but I love Billy Crystal. He is hilarious. I loved him in City Slickers. Thank you, Mike. It'll look even better when it's put together. But I can't get over how big it's going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit smaller than it's turning out, but so yeah. And then the mermaid pattern, I'm going to have to really adjust it. When I first looked up the pattern, I was like, oh, that's cute. It looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. And I started looking at the picture, and the ladies hold the body. I mean, and you can see her thumb holding it, and the body's like that big. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to make it bigger than that. So, well, thank you, Brenda. I can't wait to finish it. I'm hoping I don't run out of this color because I don't have any more. I have some similar, but it's not the same color, and I don't want like one of the legs to be different or something. But I think I'll have enough. I adjusted the leg. I made the dark purple. Hi, Sid. Welcome in. How are you? Well, thank you for as long as you can be here for. Thank you. I did 2 extra rows on the dark purple, an extra row on this purple, and then this, because it was only supposed to be, I think, 3 rows or 2. It was supposed to be 2. And I adjusted it, made it about 5 more rows color changing and the rest white. So I was trying to go sparing with the white or cream, I mean. So I know Brenda's working on a gnome, and Passamaquoddy Cindy's working on pot holders. What are you working on, Sid? I'm doing okay. I'm really sore from working in the big garden yesterday. I was trying to hurry up and get the weeds out, and also get my cucumbers replanted before the storm today. And so I kind of overworked myself a little bit, and I got sunburned, and I had a thin white shirt on, and it sunburned me through my shirt, which was crazy. But other than that, I'm doing okay. I'm making a unicorn for my sister's daughter, so my niece. This is the body. I just showed it, but it's okay. And then this is the head. And then there's the horn and the little ears. And then I got the first leg out of 4 done. So you're working on a table runner. Oh, I bet that's going to be pretty. What yarn are you using? And I made a triceratop also. Tanner the triceratop. And then I have to make a mermaid and Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Hey, CB of Hooga Homestead, welcome in. How are you? Well, thank you, Sid. Yeah, my youngest niece, her favorite color is purple. So luckily, that's actually what the pattern called for. And I'm using several different kinds of yarn. I know the ears. This one is Big Twist. I believe this one was Mainstays. The lighter purple, the other light purple is Red Heart. And then the cream is Mainstays. And then the dark purple is just the Premier Just Worsted. So many different yarns in this one. But sometimes you just got to use what you got, right? Hey, Mike, if you're still here, have you ever, what's your favorite video game? I know you do games on your channel, and I know you're playing Grand Theft Auto 5, I think. What's your favorite games beside that? Have you ever played any of the Resident Evil? I usually use cotton to crochet or crochet thread, but I think some kind of baby yarn. Oh, well, that's fine. Anything is actually, good. But if you use crochet thread, congrats, because I can't crochet with thread. Now, maybe if I tripled it, like put 3 strands of crochet thread to equal maybe a 1-weight yarn, I could, but too small for me. Hi, Anita. How are you? I'm doing okay. A little sore from yesterday working in the garden, but other than that, I'm doing good. So what are you working on, Anita? Hi, Kaylina. How are you? It's good to see you. Hello, sweetheart. I finished my videos earlier than expected. I am so happy because I get to watch you live. Well, I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you're here. Love using thread. I work faster with it. Well, all power to you, girl, because that's my grandmother loves to use crochet thread, and she can do it. Me, I have trouble holding on to it and seeing the stitches. So yeah, if you can use thread, I'm proud of you. That's awesome. No Resident Evil. Thinking about doing WWE 2K22. Well, my favorite Resident Evil game was number 4. And then I also like the Assassin's Creed games. Those are pretty fun. Have you ever played the Assassin's Creed? Or what is that other series I like? BioShock. I like BioShock too. 1, 2, and 3. Nita says, I'm good. I'm working in on my plants this weekend too. I've been working on your shawl pattern, but I'm on hold till I get more yarn. Okay, well, I can't wait to see it. It's turning into a watermelon shawl. Hi, Diane. Welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. And what are you working on? Cindy says, I am going to be following a shawl tutorial that calls for 4-weight yarn, but I am thinking about using 2 of Hobie Azalea color 8 to do the shawl. Well, I know that Azalea yarn is pretty. You just might need more yardage. Like if it calls for 4-weight and you use like, I think Hobie is, I mean, the Azalea yarn is like a 2-weight, I believe. 2 2-weights held together make a 3. I think you'll just need a lot more yardage to finish it out. I never fixed that from Nightbot. Oh my God. Okay, nobody type CC because it won't drop your link. I forgot to fix it. So it's not going to drop the link. I knew I had forgot to change something. I have played those games except the BioShock. I think you'll like BioShock. It kind of is one of those that gives you the choices like very quickly. Like you can choose this option or this option, and it depends out on the outcome. I think there's, for the first BioShock, there's four different outcomes. And by your choices in the game depends on which ending you get. Diane says, I'm good, thanks. I'm working on dishcloths, scarf, and a beanie. Awesome. Nita says, I got these cute watermelon colored yarns at Ollie's. It's looking real good. I'm sewing the seeds on it. Aw. Well, I don't think we have any Ollie's around here, and I know sometimes you can find some good deals. I wish we did. Well, hopefully I'll get one other 8 in my lucky bag. Maybe. You might get lucky. Oh, hi, Lisa Ladybird. Welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you doing? What are you currently working on? How's Beanie? Oh, hi, Isla. Welcome in. How are you doing and what you working on? Thought I'd better say something rather than doing my usual lurking. Well, I'm glad you did. Uh, it is good to see you. Are you doing any Joe's contests, Ladybird? And there's Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Welcome in. What are you working on? And also, too, when I had that sunburn, like on this side of my face, it was just sunburned right here. It was crazy. I mean, I was just like, but now it's just turned tan. So I'm glad I didn't get too bad of a sunburn. Oh, and I am going to be picking the winners for my pattern giveaway for these cardinals right here later today, as long as I have internet and the power don't go out. Bye, Sid. Thanks for coming in. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Beanie is sunbathing. None of his contest, as I'd be awful and can't all. Yeah, my cucumbers for the cucumber contest, I had originally 22 seeds that sprouted, and then the rain killed off some. Then my brother weed eated some down, but I replanted some yesterday. I think 27 to 29 seeds. So hopefully the rain don't kill them off again. But I have 7 established right now. Did you get Tom back? Over the last week or two, he's come every other day at night, like around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. He'll show up sometimes, but he's not staying here during the day, and he's still very skittish. I think something happened to him, like somebody shut him up somewhere, and then when he got out, he got scared because he's not coming to me. He's not letting me pet him. It's like he went feral. Now, the other night we had a storm, and he was actually under the car, which the car was backed into the garage, and he stayed there for a good 10 minutes. And so I was happy to know he's okay. So I look forward to when I can see him around the house, and I'm just glad he's alive. You know, it is kind of a killer that when I can't pet him or hold him or pick him up or anything, but I am happy to know he's okay and he's alive. And so kind of that's all that matters. If he comes and eats and hides during the day, that's okay. Let's see. Sorry, it was the puppy pattern, not chicken. Oh, okay. Did I miss a comment? What do you mean, Diane? Did I send you the wrong pattern or something? Working on a top that I love the pattern of, but the cotton I chose is vile. Tomorrow I start a crochet along with Ingrid's inspiration. Oh, that's awesome. So what are y'all going to be crocheting? It's okay, Vanessa. like I said, as long as I know he's alive and he's doing okay, that's all that matters. You know, if you dug that hole by your garden a little deeper, it would make a pretty goldfish pond. Just saying. Yeah, we actually thought about that. And see, at first we thought the guy was going to dig it a little deeper, and turns out it didn't end up getting that deep. So we're thinking about having him come back and dig it deeper. But then we wanted a way for the garden not to flood, so the water would just drain into there. But if we fill it with water, then the water would still just back up into the garden. So I don't know. But we do call it, this is funny, we have a bunch of crawdads out there, land crawfish, I guess you could say. And we call it our crawfish pond. Welcome back, Mike. We'll be making a boho summer hooded top thingamabob. I like that word, thingamabob, thingy-mabob, with Lion Brand summer nights and beads. Oh, there goes the beads. Well, that's awesome. Eyes are on and the head is stuffed into the rest of the gnome when it's finished. Awesome. You're making some good progress, Brenda. You didn't really miss much of anything, Mike. So our trivia, movie trivia, is going to be Throw Mama from the Train. And I did find some fun facts on it, but I didn't have time to write them down, so I'm going to have to read them off a webpage. And I guess I could share the screen so y'all, I can still see the comments. Well, actually, I don't know if I will. Eyes on, head stuffed, sounds like me on a good day. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, she's working on a gnome. I built a real pretty goldfish pond, and the neighbor's dog kept swimming in it and tore it up. Oh, I would have jumped on your neighbors. Keep your dog in your own yard. It's ruining my yard. I looked up. Diane says, I looked at the patterns that I won from you last week, the sleepy pup and the shawl. I didn't understand the pup pattern, but I think I can follow the shawl. I have always had a hard time with them. You know what? Send me an email and let me know what part you don't understand about the pup, and I can try and help you work through it. Some of it is kind of hard to understand. Was it the part about the rows back and forth, maybe? Because it's right here, and then you split the legs. I can try and help you work through it if you want. All right, so I'm gonna, let's see. I'm gonna share my screen and read these facts about the movie. Thought they were kind of interesting. then we'll get into the, oh, there it is. Now, I don't know if I'll still be able to read from the screen on StreamYard or not, but no. Okay. So 10 facts you probably never knew. Okay, so I can't see the chat right now, so just to let y'all know. 10 facts you probably never knew about Throw Mama from the Train. In 1987, Throw Mama from the Train was released to mixed reactions, but the film nonetheless saw two of the finest actors of the decade working together, with Billy Crystal and Danny DeVito playing two men who both want someone out of their lives for good and think that they can help each other out in the darkest possible way. The film often gets overlooked, but it's well worth a watch if you've never seen it, and a reviewing if you haven't seen it in a long time. Let's take a look back at the film with some facts you may not have known. DeVito used himself for inspiration. In one scene in the film, DeVito's character Owen shows Crystal's character Larry his coin collection. This was based on DeVito's love of sharing his hobbies with his friends when he was growing up and wanted to show this in his film. 9. Warner Brothers initially refused the film's request to reference strangers on a train. During the census to the Warner Brothers movie Strangers on a Train, when going to Warner Brothers Film Company, Ardoin found it very difficult to get the studio to allow them the rights to reference their film in Throw Mama from the Train. To get the rights to reference Strangers on a Train, Ardoin had to allow Warner Brothers the rights to the movie Arthur, so they could produce a sequel, Arthur 2 on the Rocks. 8. Ramsey performed her own stunts. In the 70s, Ramsey had made a name for herself in some big TV shows, including Little House on the Prairie and Wonder Woman. However, few would have considered Anne Ramsey a potential action star. So it might surprise you to learn that the 58-year-old Ramsey performed her own stunts in Throw Mama from the Train, specifically when Mama is thrown from the train. Anne Ramsey was undergoing treatment for throat cancer during the filming. Whilst filming Throw Mama from the Train, Anne Ramsey was undergoing treatment for her throat cancer. She had to have oral surgery, but never asked for any time away from the production or to be excused from work. 6. Ramsey was Oscar nominated for her work in the film. She was recognized for her role in Throw Mama from the Train, with her only Oscar nomination as Best Supporting Actress. That's despite the fact she only had 10 minutes of screen time. 5. The film unintentionally predicted Anne Ramsey's death. Anne Ramsey's career is remarkable in that she had her biggest pop culture breakthroughs at the very end of her life, starring in Throw Mama from the Train and The Goonies in quick succession. Sadly, her recurrent esophageal cancer would claim her life in 1988. That makes it eerie when Larry mentions at the end, during the film's flash forward to 1988, that Mama is dead. In number 4, in one scene, DeVito hits Crystal with the frying pan that clearly made of rubber. Fake props are often used for slapstick scenes. During the film, Billy Crystal is hit by Danny DeVito with the frying pan. It's clearly a rubber frying pan, and you can even see it bend if you look closely at the scene. 3. DeVito was ill through the shooting. While filming Throw Mama from the Train, Danny DeVito suffered from an illness and was hit with flu-like symptoms. He has stated that the only thing that helped him get through this time were cigarettes and chocolate. 2, DeVito rides a sunset cab in one scene, a nod to his sitcom Taxi. During the film, DeVito's character is seen traveling in a sunset cab. This is a nod to the classic comedy series Taxi, in which DeVito's character in the show worked for Sunshine Cab Company. Number 1, Bill Murray and Robin Williams were considered for the DeVito and Crystal roles. Before DeVito and Crystal were confirmed for their roles in the movie, Bill Murray and Robin Williams were considered for the roles of Larry and Owen, respectively. Bob Hoskins, Christopher Lloyd, and Michael Keaton were all at some point rumored to have been considered.
I just want you to show this to everybody what not to do.
Oh, hold on.
See how small it came out with this thin cotton yarn? That's way too small.
That's why you should have followed the pattern.
I did follow the pattern.
That's a 2-weight yarn. Okay, hold on. All right, so my mom wants me to show y'all
what not to do.
What not to do. She was trying to follow my lacy soap bar bag, like I had told y'all. She was at the neighbor's trying to help her crochet.
Hers looks fine. She was using regular yarn.
Yeah. Now, she was using my design, the lacy soap bar bag. And she's using, what is this?
It's something from Wool Warehouse.
Okay, well, this is from Wool Warehouse, and this looks like a 1-weight yarn. It came out that big. I mean, it's all 4 of my fingers width. So make sure you use a corresponding yarn and hook size. And if it comes out too small, you might have to adjust the stitches.
Give it to your neighborhood fairy for her bag.
Yeah, give it to a fairy. All right, let me catch up on the comments really quick.
Okay. I got to go back over there because I'm supposed to be getting regular size cotton yarn.
Okay.
We've got one more.
Hold on. You know what? Wait.
You did awesome on your bag.
See, this is the size that I used.
Yeah.
But I think I used a 5mm hook.
Mm-hmm.
Just let her try it with that.
Okay.
I know Vanessa's already gone, but bye, Vanessa.
Bye, everybody.
My mom says bye. It was the entire pattern. I do so much better with tutorials. I can understand that. Never heard of this film. Aw, thank you. Turn it into a potpourri sachet. Yeah. I guess if you had, well, she took it back, so. All right. So let's move into the trivia. Now, I do have 10 questions for the trivia. Hi, Angela. Welcome in. How are you? Oh, yeah, she always answers. She says, hi, Crystal and everyone in the chat. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing fine today, drinking water and still working on my daughter's crochet top. Awesome. Alrighty, so well, Lisa, I know you're not going to get any of these because you said you never had heard of it. All right. So the first question, what 2-word phrase did Owen take from a Hitchcock film to describe his plan to get rid of his mother? A, crisscross. B, big bang. C, cut off. Or D, take out. My guess is A. Lisa's going to guess A. Diane guesses A. Everybody's going to guess A. Anita didn't hear the question. Okay. What two-word phrase did Owen take from a Hitchcock film to describe his plan to get rid of his mother? A, crisscross. B, big bang. C, cut off. Or D, take out. Hey, Joe. Welcome in. How are you doing? Anita and Mike. Mike, you're on here twice with why and WhyUAsk. Guessing A. Joe's going to guess C because everyone else is saying A. Doing okay, long day. You having a long day already? It is almost 3 o'clock where you are. The correct answer is A, crisscross. All right, question 2. When Larry was introduced to Mama for the first time, what did Owen call Larry? A, cousin Lester. B, cousin Georgie. C, cousin Paul. Or D, cousin Patty. Got you on both accounts. Laugh out loud. Can't lose. Funny. Brenda says A. Mike says D. Ladybird says D. Anita says C. D, C, and C. And Joe says, because C is 25% correct most of the time. You're right. It is correct, only 25% because it's 1/4. The question was, when Larry was introduced to Mama for the first time, what did Owen call Larry? Cousin Lester is A. B, cousin Georgie. C, cousin Paul. Or D, cousin Patty. Brenda says, I'm just guessing. I haven't seen the movie in a long time. Yeah, it was kind of hard to remember certain things, and I had just seen it. Diane is going to guess B. Okay, I think everybody guessed so far. The answer is D, Cousin Patty. Mike and Ladybird got them correct. All right, so question 3. If I can get my pen to write. Now, this is a quote from the movie. Billy Crystal's character. Wait, no. That's the next question. I was looking at the wrong one. Okay. Question 4. Wait a minute. No, I'm on question 3. That is a quote. Okay. Ugh. All right. Question 3. This is a quote, and it is. That Billy Crystal's character says, a writer writes blank question mark is okay. So A, experiences, B, novels, C, always, or D, forever. And Joe is just saying question 3 is C. Laugh out loud. And Mike guesses C. Hey, Lisa the Grammy, welcome in. Anita's going to guess D. Brenda's guessing A. Lisa's guessing A. Ladybird is guessing C. Diane is going to guess D. Cindy's guessing C. Okay, so I think everybody guessed that they're guessing. So it's C. A writer writes always, and Joe had it correct. Lisa, Passamaquoddy, Mike, y'all got it correct. All right, so question 4. What does Larry's girlfriend Beth teach at the college? A, creative writing, B, archaeology, C, anthropology, or D, geology. Wind's starting to pick up. Joe's going to guess C again. Mike's going to guess D. Brenda's guessing C. Anita guesses B. Read it again. Okay, Lisa. I just realized there's 2 Lisas in here. Lisa Ladybird and Lisa the Grammy. It took me that long to realize there's 2 Lisas. Holy cow. Okay, so the question was, what does Larry's girlfriend Beth teach at the college? A, creative writing, B, archaeology, C, anthropology, or D, geology. Cindy's going to guess B. Lisa the Grammy's going to guess A, and Diana's guessing C. I think everybody's guess that's going to guess, so I'm going to give the answer, which was C, anthropology. And when I took the quiz, I missed that one. All right, so question 5. Now, this one is also a quote. Now, Mama suggested that Larry begin his novel, The Night Was Blank. A, sultry. B, heavy. C, humid. Or D, steamy. You never watched the movie? Anita's guessing A. Ladybird guesses A. Mike guesses A. I was an anthropology major for a semester in college. Then I changed to history, then switched to sociology and communications. Interesting. What was C? No, that was the last one. Humid. C was humid. Lisa the Grammy says C, and Cindy says D. Yeah. Brenda goes, the neighbor's turkey is in my daughter's yard again. Uh-oh. Diane guesses D. Joe is going to switch his answer to D, steamy. Gobble, gobble. All right, so the answer to that one was A, sultry. Mama had suggested sultry when he was sitting there trying to say the line. All right, so question 6. What is the name of the bowling alley where Owen goes while Larry is supposed to be killing Mama? A, Howie's Lanes. B, Midtown Lanes. C, Hank's Bowlerama. D, Jake's Bowling and Recreation. My legs are so sore. It's not funny. Mama had got this really neat pain relieving gel. It's by Bengay, and it's like icy cool menthol pain relieving gel. Works really good. Ladybird is guessing A. Lisa the Grammy, C. Joe, C. Anita and Brenda, B. Mike's saying C, ? And Diane is guessing B. Well, just FYI, I got this one wrong also on the quiz. Cindy guesses C. Okay, I think everybody's guessed. Okay, and Mike, for a second time, guesses B. Did you guess B earlier? Nope, you guessed C and B, so you get The answer is A, Howie's Lanes. All right, so question 7. All right, now this is another quote too, and it's old people, period. You have to blank. A, reassure them. B, love them. C, tolerate them. Or D, hate them. Lady Bird goes, woo! Mike, laugh out loud, dang it. Mike's gonna guess C. Ladybird A. Lisa the Grammy C. Brenda and Anita C. Joe says C. My friends and I went to a football game and it was 5 degrees. We told our friends that if he wore Bengay all over his body, he would be warm for the game. What a crazy guy. He was so cold and windy. Oh my goodness. Cindy guesses C. Diane guesses C. I think everyone has guessed. All right, so it's A. Reassure them. And I got that one wrong too. I had chose love them and I got it wrong. All right, so question 8. I bet it was. That's Bengay is some strong smelling stuff. I smelt completely of menthol. All right, question 8. What was the title of the novel that Larry's ex-wife Margaret stole from Larry? A, Ice Queen. B, Hot Love. C, Hot Fire. Or D, Ice Demon. Oh, Mama's here. Well, I'm glad she made it back before it started raining. Question 8, C, because C is due to come out. Mike's going to guess D. Ladybird's guessing C. Anita guesses C. Cindy and Brenda guess D. Mike says it sounds like right outside. Is it storming where you are, Mike? Diane guesses D. Oh, rain. Sounds like rain outside. What was B? Hot Love. Didn't get any ink in the mail unless they put it in the newspaper box. Okay. Lisa is gonna guess B.
Sorry.
Hi, Samantha. Welcome in. Ladybird, don't tell the answer. People are supposed to guess. You crack me up sometimes, Lisa. I don't care if y'all look up the answers and guess. It's just supposed to be fun, you know. Working on your mosaic blanket. You about half done with it or almost done? I know you've been working on it a while. All right, so as Ladybird stated, the answer is C, hot fire. All right, question 9. So we're on the second to last question. All right, Owen's coin collection is worth blank cents. A, 50, B, 61, C, 25, or D, 83. Lisa, the Gravy goes, so we should guess C on every question. Yeah, eventually someone would get it correct. Hi, Hooks and Horseshoes, Christy. Welcome in. How are you? Garden State Gardener says B. Mike says A and D. Anita guesses C. Well, Christy, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing okay. 25% is better than 0. That is true. Any percentage is better than 0. Lisa the Grammy, Passamaquoddy, and Brenda say C. Diane says D. You okay?
Yeah, just stub a toe on the potatoes. It's all right.
Well, the answer is B. Did anybody get that? Joe. He got it. Nah. Well, you got one right, Joe. So the answer was B, 61 cents. All right, so last question. How many phone calls does Owen make to Larry from Hawaii? A, 1, B, 5, C, 3, or D, 7? Laugh out loud because C can't come twice in a row. You never know. Hey, G Mama Gross, welcome in. How are you? Joe is going to guess D, 7. Diane and Lisa guess D. Anita and Mike guess C. Cindy is guessing D. Oh, Joe, I don't know if you watched my video from yesterday. I had to replant my cucumbers for the contest. I had 7 plants out of 22 that survived the storm. So I replanted, ordered some more of the Market More cucumbers and planted them yesterday. So I'm hoping I'll be able to have some cucumbers off of them before the contest ends. But I do have blooms on my Peter peppers. I'm excited. And I got 3 or 4 small zucchinis coming up. All Okay, so I think everybody has guessed that was going to guess. And the answer is B, 5. Well, that's good to know. I was really afraid that the rest of them that I planted yesterday may not make before the deadline. So, because it said 70 days till maturity, I think. And I'm like, well, that's not good. Oh, no. Your pepper got munched by a fat, slimy thing. Oh, I had to pull 2 worms that my grandmother calls them tomato worms. They're green, like that. And they were on my pepper plants. And I went and gave them to the chickens. And my chicken squiggles ate them right up. I mean, swallowed that worm whole. I'm like, ugh. Hornworms? Yes, it had like a little horn on the end. So I've been very, very like checking several times a day, looking at the bottom of the leaves, making sure there's no more worms on them. Because I have babied those things for months. I started them inside in February, I think. So yeah. Plant basil next to the tomato. They don't like the smell. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mike. You know what? I have a new super chat video. I finally get to use it. Thank you so much, Mike. Let me see if I can get this right. I've never shared a video before, so just bear with me. I'm going to play it twice because it's very short, and I hope y'all will be able to see it. Oh, this is exciting. Where's it at? Okay, here we go. Okay, were y'all able to see the video? I didn't know if y'all could or not. Hi, the Stock Explorer. Welcome in. I forgot your name. Is it Nora? I can't remember. Lisa the Grammy called them tomato worms too. Well, that's good. I'm glad I got your name right. I thought I seen somebody call you Nora one time. It felt like the cat was going to jump through the screen. Lisa the Grammy, I've seen Tom a couple of times throughout the last week and a half, 2 weeks. He'll show up at night, like real late at night. And and then leave during the day. But he goes away during the day, comes sometimes at night. He's still around, but Oreo's doing good. Bye, Anita. I hope you have a good afternoon. Actually add the video into StreamYard, then sharing the screen. Well, I went to share screen and upload video. Well, that was exciting. I had made that, I think 2 weeks ago, and I had to slow down the speed on Tom because it was like a 2-second video. So when he does it, he does his head quick like that. And so I slowed down the speed and added the words and the little stars, and finally got to use it. I was excited to share it with y'all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner for a pattern for doing the trivia. Bye, G Mama Grows. I hope you have a great afternoon. All right, so let's see. Type the word coffee, because I'm looking at my coffee cup. Type the word coffee if you want a chance at winning a pattern. And it'll be one of my patterns. And I will be picking the winners for the Cardinals sometime today. There will be 5 winners. And so if you hadn't entered for that, go over there and enter on that one. It's the one where I showed there's Thunder, the testers pictures. I know. I'm trying to hurry up and get this done. 2 people? Is that all that's entering? Oh, there's 3. Hi, Kirsten. Welcome in. Okay, so there's 3 entries. You know what? Pick a number 1 through 3. Mama.
What?
Yeah, pick a number 1 through 3.
1.
Okay, number 1. Oh, 4. Never mind. Hold on. Oh, hi, Brenda. Bears Crochet Critters. Welcome in. Passamaquoddy says, okay, so she's entering. So, okay, now there's 4. So pick number 1 through 4.
1.
Okay, so she's still going to go with 1. So Lisa the Grammy, you have won a pattern from me. So send me an email and I do appreciate that, Brenda. Since you said you just got here and you didn't think it would be right to enter, that is very sweet of you, very kind. Not a lot of people would do that. So I appreciate that very much. And so I'm going to go ahead and I think in my live, the storm's fixing to hit. It's really picking up outside. So Lisa the Grammy, make sure you contact me. And thank you everyone for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. I mean, I think today was one of the better days that I've had doing the trivia. So yes, I will see everyone later. And thank you again for joining me. I hope y'all all have a great afternoon. Stay safe and bye for now. Here, come get you a sandwich while everything's out and you can see to eat it.